Hey YouTube, and thanks for watching Junkworks Garage. I got a bunch of these mic stands. I don't know if you can see it. Here's the bottom of it here. But I was doing some filming, having some trouble lighting up a spot. And as you know, I really like these Harbor Freight lights. They work really well. And I've taken a few of them, and I've got a few videos on these of how I turn them into like underhood lights and use them underneath my car lift. And in doing that, I have learned that these magnets work really well. Now I get these off of Amazon. Now I will say I've done a couple of these. These are the bigger ones. These don't work as well unless you're going to leave the light where it is. I do like the neck size smaller. These are a little bit too strong, and after a while I have noticed it pulls out of here if you try to move them too often. But I also noticed that the screws that come with these magnets, they normally come with a magnet and a screw, and you put this on top of it here, and it has kind of a little ring kind of thing. And you can use these for a lot of things, but I just leave the ring off. And I noticed in these newer Harbor Freight lights anyways, that the hole right here is the perfect size for one of those screws. It actually goes in there pretty well. Now this is just aluminum, so you can't expect it to hold and be abused a lot. If you're careful with them and you kind of twist them rather than pull on them, I'll show you when I'm all done here, but they have lasted just fine underneath my car lift. So be careful in this spot. You want to do it till it's snug, but you don't want to overdo it. And on both sides there is a spot that these magnets will stick. Turn this off so hopefully you can see this. But not only can I undo that and then put it up there, so if you'll notice I twist it, and then I can pull it off pretty easily and then put it wherever I want it. I'm not gonna lie here, I don't know exactly where I was before because this is the next day because I kind of got fed up with this. But I put these on here like I showed you, and it works really well on the older version obviously of this. I don't know, maybe I got one that's a little different, but this is brand new. I picked these up less than like a week ago. And those other ones that I showed you that are underneath my lift, those I got when those first came out. When the ones that you could link, this is a linkable one, which is a reason why I like the linkable one. But anyway, I went to put this up on the machine, actually on the lift, on the side of the lift, just to get it out of my way. Went to pop it off of there, and I popped it off like I normally do, where I twisted it. I showed you that yet again on the one on the lift. But these pulled out. I have this one just kind of stuck up here like this. And it's got the smaller of the two magnets. Hopefully you can kind of get an idea of the size of these. And I don't know if it goes from this size down to this size. I got these on Amazon yet again. I'm not exactly sure where I got them at, but these are just a little bit too strong. These are perfect, except for when I use them on under hood lights, I worry about this scratching paint and things like that. So I use a little red rag, which works okay. Those Harbor Freight red rags that don't work for anything else. So I cut those up and use them on top of these. But then those get ratty and start ripping and stuff like that. So I still have not found the perfect idea for a magnetized underhood light that works with these. And on the underhood lights, I normally don't hook them directly to the body like this. I go ahead and hook the chain to it and then have a chain with the magnet on the chain. So yet again, this one, I just have it hooked here for now with a couple of metal strapping pieces, and it gives me good light. And I can bend the strapping pieces where I want the light, which is, I have it where I want it right now. Right now it doesn't blind me if I'm looking at something, but it lights up my table really well. So what I did here is went ahead and actually just found a similar but sheet metal, more of a sheet metal type screw, because these have really machined threads. These are more coarse threads on them that fit down in here. It's also got that same kind of taper, so it fits in there without interfering with the magnet too much. And I just drilled a new little hole here that's smaller and put this in. Now yet again, you need to be very careful. Well, that didn't go in very straight. You need to be very careful about how you do that, because there's wires and things down inside here. So I kind of made sure, like on the other side, I drilled a little off center because there was some stuff I could see through the holes down there. So regardless, I'm hoping that'll hang on there better. Let's go test it where I broke it the last time and see if it works. This is where I had it when it broke. I set it off to the side just to kind of hold it there so that I could kind of get set up for the shot, and then I went to pull it off and it stayed, and these pulled off. So that's working fine now. So that works pretty good there. All I did the exact same thing. I take it, I twist it like that, and it pulled that off. It is mainly just me taking this stand, so you could build this out of just about anything. I just happen to have this, so it's easier to put away in a smaller place. But I can take that, I can put that on there, and I can walk around with this and light up things however I want to light up things. So there's one thing about that. Now the other kind of cool thing about these kind of lights in particular is I can walk around with this, use it where I'm going to be using it at, and only have one extension cord that I can plug into here. So I'm still only got one extension cord. I don't have two extension cords all around, and I can run equipment off this. Now this is where I say, if you do anything I do and you hurt yourself, hurt your machine or overpower something and cause a fire, I'm not responsible. You got to make sure that your circuitry can handle this, but I'm comfortable with mine. But I can plug this in, use it where I want to use it without dragging a bunch of cords around other than the one, which is kind of nice. So, and to boot, the extension cord I have this hooked to has actually two more plug-ins on it. So if I wanted to have 3 different things plugged in close to me, I have a fairly close place to hook them to, but that's because of the extension cord I have as well. Yet again, I'm only using one thing at a time, so it'd be this light and whatever I have plugged in, but you got to be careful how much stuff you're running off of equipment like this. But regardless, I'm happy with this. I can pick this up yet again, move it around wherever I want, either use it for filming or use it to work on something, and have an extra plug-in to plug something in. So that makes it really nice. This was just something that was just kind of in my head. I had things that I could make it out of, and I thought, you know what? I need a light that I can move around a little bit more. Right now, I'm in the middle of cleaning my garage up, so go ahead and at some point I will have my next garage tour, and you'll be able to see the unfortunate pitfalls as well as hopefully a finished product here pretty soon. But as of right now, because of the way I'm doing things or have my shop set up, my lighting is really poor, and I'm having difficulty getting light where I want it to and space where I need it. So admittedly, that's because of the way I had it planned did not work. So I have a lot more work to do as far as my garage is concerned. You'll probably be seeing a lot of different changes as time goes on through my next few videos. But other than that, hopefully you got something out of it and enjoyed it. Thanks for watching Junkworks Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all and obviously master of none. You all have a good one. Testing, testing. I need to put glasses on. That's why I can't see that it's working.